Right, okay, we shall try this. Again, thank you OBS for crashing on me. Sorry to anyone who was watching the stream before. OBS decided to have a complete fit as soon as I started actually streaming. It's been working fine for the last hour, and we decided to have a fit. Now everything is seemingly back to normal, so I'm very sorry to anyone who jumped into that stream then, and then immediately saw it die. Right. We shall try this again. Okay, hello, I am Dread Mechanic. I am now back, apparently, for some more Space Engineers 2. Providing my internet connection decides to not have a hissy fit again. Would be very nice. Okay, well, it seems to be working properly again. Let me just check a few other things. Bum, 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 bum. Right, so I'm just going to put a quick post on YouTube. Sorry, that stream died. OBS crashed. Typical. Right, I think we can carry on where we were. Although OBS now says I have 2 streams currently going live at the same time, so I'm going to end that one. Hello, OBS. You are such a nuisance sometimes. Hello, Ahsoka. Yeah, the other stream crashed for some reason. OBS had a hissy fit, and it all seems to be working fine now. I've set up a new stream, but apparently YouTube kept the other stream running in the background, even though everything else had crashed. So I'm just trying to fix that, and then we will carry on where we were. Hello, 88B23. I saw you were in the other stream as well. Right, cool. Okay, I think everything is hopefully back to normal. You can test things all day long, and then as soon as you hit the go button, it all comes crumbling down. New stream link. YouTube gonna have a fit if I try and do that. You know what? I'm just going to do that. Right. Oh, hello, DC. How are you doing? Right. All of that can go away. That's all running properly, apparently, now. Right. Cool. Let's carry on as if we didn't have a silly little moment then. Is my music on? Yes, it is. It's just quiet. Okay. Right. We will carry on where we left off. Typical. Episode 7, let's go. I'm still calling this episode 6. Right, so Project Skull Fortress. Hello, Giorgio. Yes, now is working. Hello, Dread from Greece. Hello from the UK. Yeah, the other stream, as soon as I hit the go button, on activating the stream, OBS just decided to completely crash. Needed to reset it apparently, and now it's working fine. So we'll see how we get on. So, more of building this building. So last time I did a whole bunch of walls and stuff, and I started laying out a blueprint for what is going to be a control tower up here. Ahsoka Tano, nothing happened, it was a dream. Yes, it was a dream. We'll all just pretend that OBS didn't. Smeg around again. Right, so I want to get some more bits into this tower up here. So I want to get this control tower sort of finished. I'm still debating on waiting for block welders to be a thing before I start doing most of that floor, but there's a lot of other things I want to blueprint and sort of start laying out, because I've got a few... where are they? Got a few reference pictures of sort of military base designs that I've been working off. To give me some inspiration for things. What do we need for that? Lots of silicon. Okay, let's go get some silicon. I want to get those windows welded. Oh, and I'm also going to need iron for the floor. I think I've still got iron in my inventory. Not very much. Gonna be waiting a while still, probably. Yeah, I know. That's the double-edged sword of it. It's gonna take so long to weld up by hand. And so much iron as well. Let's just fill up on that silicon for now. Because this is it, I've got the best welder. Oh, I've got the best character tool welder now. So, yeah, I can't really weld much more efficiently than I'm currently set up for. I do hope they get the block tools sorted out soon, or the rest of them. I'm just going to pop some iron into here so it actually is a physical thing. No connection points. I don't know if we've got a connection point. Oh, yeah, that's why. Because I set them up to be mounted on these bits of scaffolding around the outside. For which I need more iron. I think I've run out of iron at my base. Oh, hey Marcus, how you doing, mate? The base will be done before the welders are a thing. Probably. In the grand span of things, it's not much longer, but realistically speaking, it's probably months out. Yeah. I mean, hopefully they will be a thing with 2.2, and the current roadmap says Q1 26, so what, January, February, March, April, next 4 months possibly? Would be nice, but yeah, 4 months in the short term is quite a long time to wait. What's that? Sucker. You were playing SE1 last night in a tight space full of pipes in a ship. I was in the flow. First thing I noticed today when I got SE2 is that it seems to run very well. Yeah, it does. It runs quite smoothly. It's a bit resource heavier. A bit more resource heavy than SE1 because the graphics are a little bit prettier, a little bit more fancy, but in terms of actually running around, doing stuff, it's not too bad. Loading times for voxels are a little bit slow, but that's probably more of a hardware issue than a game issue. Right, so what do we need? We need more iron, don't we? And we have none left. Nope. Right, let's go get some more iron. Right, I'm gonna have to go back to the pit over here because the little one at the back end of my base ended up using all of that iron now, so we'll head over to this one. Oh, no worries, man. Is that alright? Got a bit of time on the way for dinner? Ah, sound. No bother. Right, let's get in here. Backwards. mill this out a little bit more. There we go. Let's get into there. Like we've still got a reasonable amount of iron left in this deposit. Ah yeah, I think we finally found the bottom of this deposit. Dinner, it's lunchtime here. Well, it's the world of the internet, everyone's on completely different time zones. Nobody wasting those goodies. Sure to grab them. What's that? DC. You are currently rocking a single monitor setup because your monitors decided to give up the ghost. That's a shame. I currently don't have enough cables for all the monitors that my graphics card can support, and it annoys me. Because I need more screens. I need more things visible at once, and I don't have enough screen space. But I also don't have enough desk space for any more monitors. I need to completely rethink my studio setup at some point. Expand it a little bit. But I currently have 3 monitors and a laptop. Well, a PC with 3 monitors and a laptop as well. It's not like a laptop running 3 monitors. Yeah. Clang, clang. Whoa. Yeah, it definitely goes a bit clangy and weird when it starts freaking out like that. Oof. Don't want the game to crash my ship again. It's already happened once in this stream series. What's that, Ahsoka? You have 2 monitors, but the other one is sitting on the floor. Yeah, I think the graphics card I've got supports 5 monitors, and I'm currently using 2 of them. Oh yeah, because I've got my PC with two monitors on it, and I've got my laptop with an extra monitor plugged into that as well. So I can play my games off my PC and monitor my streams through my laptop, and it helps to spread all that processing power and bandwidth consumption around a little bit, so it's not just one computer doing everything. But I would like to get some more monitors out of my computer. Let's put some of that in there, and let's turn off those thrusters for a minute. Right, now let's have a go at putting this tower together. I want it to be like an air traffic control type tower. It's got a nice view of everything, because I'm thinking of putting like a landing pad, launch bay type thing for some larger ships over there. And I've also got a few ideas for like some warehouses and a workshop space. I want to build one workshop space for kind of small to medium mech designs when we eventually get to that point with this game, and I'd like to have a bigger workshop for huge things, which is Still a long way. Oh, I used up. Ugh. Iron, iron, iron. You do not last long enough. What's that, DC? You feel weird with your desk being so empty? Yeah, mine. I keep doing that every time. My desk's not cluttered enough. I need more monitors. Ahsoka, yours is filled with random stuff, not PC stuff. Yeah, I've got a lot of random junk on my desk as well. A bit too much random junk. I need to tidy up a little bit. What was I doing? I was welding you. Right, cool. Can I put those windows in? Yes, I can. 640 kilos of silicon. That is quite a lot. Let's just pop some materials in to make them real. I feel more secure about stuff when it's actually real, not just a blueprint. That's going to be that. Now, roof. What's that, Ahsoka? Megabots Building Center. Yeah, like I said, I'm thinking of having like a smaller workshop for little mechs and then like a big one for bigger mechs. But I'm also thinking of burrowing my way into this mountain and carving out some stuff on the ground. So, I'm not decided yet. Maybe have a workshop on the surface? Mech storage on the ground? We'll figure that out as we get new blocks. Yeah, don't try flying through them now. Yeah. It's amazing, you put one bit of silicon in it and the window's real. Apparently all the rest of that silicon is devoted to making the frame. Right, so, rooftop. What should we do for the rooftop? Now, should I add? Should I add another layer of windows to the top? Yeah, because then we'll be able to actually see up. Probably be a good idea. We can see incoming things from above. I mean, it'd be nice if you'd let me. You're not going to let me? Why you? No. Oh, because of the connection points on the side, you fool. So we need to create connection points. Okay. Connection points. Horizontally, then angled on that third layer. I feel like that would be too many windows if I go that high. I need to create some connection points anyway, because that's sitting on the flat edge there. What do we need? We need those lovely little detail blocks. They will do. We can create connection points with them. Yep, that'll do. Have some of them, and then I can put a window in. And where have my windows gone? There they are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117 Because we've got different sizes and shapes as well, haven't we? Bum, bum, bum. I'll go with. Right, that will actually connect there now, thank you. Yeah, because I'm thinking having maybe... Could do a border with armour. Maybe. Oh, hello, Satchmo. How are you doing? Horizontally, then aligned on an angle. Maybe. Do a border with armour. Potentially. Satchmo, NASA is just down the road. I'll ask if they have an extra glass they can give you. Yeah, because if I had something like that, you'd actually connect in the correct place, would be nice. You? Oops. Wrong button. Ah, is that the one I want? Or is it the other one I want? Hard to tell with these windows sometimes. Yeah, so that's going to create a weird seam across here, because I've got the windows slightly misaligned. What do I do with that one? Lined up. What does that one look like? That one... Not too bad. We're getting used to all the new block combinations in this. That might be problematic though, the way that overhangs. Oh, in fact, that will be entirely problematic, the way that overhangs. Find an angle you're happy with, game? Okay, we'll go like that, and we'll just live with the overhang there. See how that lines up instead. My only real issue with building in Space Engineers 2 at the moment is because of the nature of the 25cm grid, it is so easy to misalign something by like 25 centimeters, and then you copy and paste that mistake a dozen times. Yeah, like that for example. This is all slightly misaligned. Trying to find the best way to align it. It'd be tricky. Maybe that. Yeah, in fact, it's going to be that, isn't it? That's misaligned. Because I built those windows on the outside like that. So, what if, instead of doing that, I want to get the connection points on these windows lined back up again. So what if I pop another connection point there? And build my window off that. That line up a little bit nicer. Yeah, because when you're strictly working with 2.5 meter blocks like you are in SE1, it's not as difficult to screw your scales up and get everything a bit weird and out of place. But it's super easy in this. It's even nicer when the game will let you connect your blocks. Thank you. There we go. Yeah, so if we do that... what's the... It's a circa one error, copy, paste, then you see the error, oops, start over. Yes, I have done that with the symmetry mode in this game far too many times. Made a little mistake and then started copying and pasting it all over the ship in symmetry mode. But that's, I suppose that's more user error rather than anything else, me not paying proper attention. Now, which piece is it that actually fits nice and cleanly onto the side of here? Is it that one? There we go, that looks like the one that's actually supposed to join up there. Where's the other window? There it is. There we go. Right. Okay. I think I've got it sorted out now. Speaking of symmetry mode, which is again, because of this new 25 centimeter grid thing, it's super awkward sometimes. Oh, you are switched on down there. Okay, cool. You decided to actually show up this time. Okay. Oh, yeah, it's because it doesn't like blueprints. Gets fussy over what goes where. Yeah. Whatever. That's one thing I'm hoping they fix with the symmetry mode at some point, is the way that... I mean, I don't know how you'd even fix it. Once you start building something that's got symmetry mode on it, it starts turning them into different grids from the rest of your blueprint. So I can symmetry mode stuff on the stuff I've built, but if I try and set up symmetry mode on these projected blocks, they are now all technically separate grids. Hey. So it gets a bit messy, so we're going to have to do this probably the boring way, unless it wants to behave nicely. No, it doesn't. Why would it? Yeah, Mum. Find the connection point.
Suit energy
low. Oh. Yeah, I need to finish off the rest of that connection point, but I also need to recharge first. Let's go get some more power. It's... Okay, right, oh yeah, so I need to build more of these. So let's pop a bunch of them on every side. Couple on top. Yep, see, there you go. Now that I'm building on the projected bit, symmetry mode's gone out the window. Yeah, right. Connection points. Windows. Cool. Bunch of them across there. Bunch of them across there. Oh, I can't wait wait till I can start building robots in this game. Oh, I forgot about that. Cannot wait to hear more news about rotors and hinges. Particularly hinges, because I've not heard much about them. I've mentioned rotors and pistons a few times. There we go, there's the connection point. Cool, so I'm thinking something like that, kind of domey top, and then I can start building an actual roof off of that, and then I can have like an antenna mast type thing off the top of there. Which way around did I want this window? That way, I think. Yeah, that was the one. Cool, that makes sense. Yeah, well. Yeah, is that the right place? Yeah, appears to be the right place. That's the one. There we go. I think that's the right one. Yep, no, something's out of whack there. That's out of line. There we go, much better. Where have you gone? That the right one? Yes. Yeah, that's the right one. Ruby. Oh, something's not lined up properly here. Was not lined up properly here. Oh, you aren't lined up properly. That's what I mean, this 25 centimeter grid system, really cool, but there's much higher margin for error. And making silly little mistakes. Right, okay. When that's got a connection point straight off the top. So, for that, I might do more of these across the top for a connection point. Well, not too bad. And then we need some kind of roof to put on top of this place. Now, what can I do with that? Thinking potentially. Maybe not. Oh, I can't wait till we can get some armor plates in this game. What's that, DC? You can walk around inside the tower. I mean, yeah, I think that looks pretty good. Got a good view up there. Got a good view down there of everything. Yeah, I need to cover that a little bit. I need to figure out the stairs a bit more. Oh yeah, I need to put some more railings in on the stairs too. You know what? While we're up here, why not put them on the toolbar? Where's the... We might put one of them up here for the moment. It's going to be a control station anyway. What's that? Iron, silicon, copper. Silicon and copper. Oh, actually, I know what I could potentially do there. Let's take... Yeah, pop that in. That gives us the clearance there. You know what, I might actually straight up just replace that with a regular block so the floor all kind of matches. There it is. And actually, I could move that back a little bit because I don't like it being pressed right up against the glass. That's that block. That's that block. Oh, I'll have it split in the difference for now. What's that, DC? Can't wait for some console modules. Yeah, I can't wait for chairs we can actually sit on that aren't control seats. Because I can build these things all day long, can't actually sit in them yet though. It's a bit annoying. Ah. Press the wrong button. Oh, that's the wrong way around. I can't decide whether I like the fact that these things are off-center or not. Always throws me off. I always end up putting half of them the wrong way around. Oh. Nearly enough iron to do anything else, have I? No. Right, let's put a bit of silicon into these. Oh, I can't because I need to finish off the connection points. More iron. Grab some more power while we're here as well.
Inventory full.
So what blocks or features are everyone most excited about or eagerly awaiting for in SE2? Obviously for me it's all the mechanical blocks, but what were the other people waiting for? What would I do with the inside? Obvious answer, well, yeah, obviously DC. The obvious answer is the mechanical blocks, because they are going to be... Being able to play with subgrids is going to make a huge difference to SE2. What do you mean obstruction deter... Oh, because I'm... It's ended up double blueprinting it, that's why. Yeah, mechanical blocks are the obvious ones. I'm quite excited to see what all these water-related blocks are going to do. Like the water thrusters they teased. Because I'm actually quite excited about the prospect of making underwater mechs. Is that all my silicon? That is all of my silicons. What else can we weld? We'll get these done up here quickly. Yeah, need to go and get more iron. What's that, DC? I guess we had to make a list. Mechanical blocks, tool blocks, decorative blocks. Yeah, tool blocks. They are quite an important one, really. I mean, I'm eagerly waiting the mechanical blocks just for my own selfish reasons, because that's my favourite part of the game, but I feel like the tool blocks are a little bit more essential at the moment. In terms of general gameplay, anyway. Oh yeah, right. Also, because I want to try and test this again and see if Restream is just not Restream, Streamlabs is going to work in any sort of way. Right, I have lots and lots and lots of points for testing things. Cool. Will any of my Smeggin redemptions actually work properly this week? The image worked on Restream, on OBS rather, but the sound didn't play this time. Oh, Streamlabs, you never seem to work properly, do you? Yeah, that's appeared up there, but no sound from Streamlabs today. Okay. Graphics are working, sound effects are not. Typical. Is it just that one that's broken? What about if I try one of my other ones? Any of my sound effects going to work? The alerts audio mixer picked up something, but I wasn't getting any sound through OBS. Okay, whatever. Maybe they work, maybe they don't. Streamlabs, you are such a nuisance. Sound effect worked for you on YouTube. Okay, that's good to know. For some reason, the sound effect is not actually coming through my audio mix on OBS, although the actual audio mix monitor is detecting sound. Oh, technology. You just do weird things, don't you? What was one of the other ones? Is Tachi gonna work? Yeah, okay. Seems that they are working. It's just my OBS audio mix doesn't seem to be monitoring the sound on my end properly. Oh, I spelled redeem wrong. That's why that one didn't launch. Try that again. Touchy. Come on. I spelt it wrong again, because I'm dyslexic as hell. And I pressed the wrong buttons. Again. I spell redeem right this time. Yeah, okay. Right, oh, okay, whatever. They seem to be working. At least on your end. They don't seem to be fully working on my end, but... okay. Yeah, that seemed to work. Alright, cool, okay. Like I said, every stream I do, I get a little bit closer to getting those redemptions working properly. So as long as they are working properly on the audience's end, I'm happy, that'll do. I mean, nice if the sound would play on my end, but not a massive deal. What was I doing? I was recharging and getting more bits, and I didn't get any bits at all. I got distracted by messing with that nonsense. Right, well, I'm glad that stuff seems to be actually doing something. Grid. Inventory. That's the right button. Bum 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 bum. Most things need silicon now, don't they? Yeah, I'm gonna get some more silicone in a minute. Let's do some of these barriers on the way down the stairs. Because the stairs definitely do not meet basic health and safety regulations at the moment. Oh. I get so annoyed at SE1 for being able to weld through other blocks, and then you end up kind of relying on it, and get annoyed when SE2 can't weld through other blocks. But I'm guessing that's why they are messing with that area welder idea. Cool, well, I'm glad those redemptions seem to actually work properly now. Sort of. At least on everybody else's end. Don't get why the sound isn't coming through my computer though, so I can actually hear my alerts. But whatever. Technology works in mysterious ways. Apparently. Oh, there's all sorts of bits of this tower's outer wall that I've not welded properly yet either. Can't wait till we get some more lighting options as well. What we've only really got two very small kinds of interior lights and a spotlight at the moment. That's about it. Then again, I suppose technically with all the different block sizes we can build our own little inset lighting setups, kind of. Oh, that's the floor. Ah, cool, right. We are down to the ground floor. What else? Needed a bit of TLC. There we go. Yeah, the jetpack, it seems to be now that basic flight is sort of ion powered, and the boost is hydrogen powered. If I boost all my fuel away, It just means that I can't boost anymore until I refuel, whereas the regular thrusters should carry on working.
Suit hydrogen low.
Yeah. Or at least that's the way it seemed when Aya was playing the other day.
No suit hydrogen.
Yeah. So yeah, now when you run out of hydrogen, rather than dropping out of the sky like a fly, you just can't boost anymore. Which is a bit better than flying around and then suddenly dropping to your doom. Silicon, that's what I need to grab. Do some windows. Do. Silicon. I did not pick up the silicon, I picked up something entirely different. Have I got any more? Got silver. Oh, we're gonna have to go on a silicon run in a minute, I think. Does suit power affect in any way? I imagine the thrusters give out when the suit power runs out. I know you start dying pretty quickly once your suit powers run out. I imagine that affects the basic jetpack thrusters, although I've not tested it at any point. But yeah, I was still under the assumption that jetpacks entirely used hydrogen fuel, but apparently they do not. They only use it for boosting now. I think it's a more sensible idea, to be honest. What else needs? Touchment up. Right, well, let's finish off. One of these windows down here. They don't take nearly as much silicon as the big ones. These are all done. These are all done. These are all done. They're done. They're done. They're done. Oh, they're not done. And we've run out of silicon. Ruby. Yeah. So much more stuff. Oh yeah, I finished off those lights, didn't I, on the floor. Pop a bit of iron into these grills that are covering them. Oop. Yeah, get out the floor. One other thing, one other little tiny tweak I would like is I'd like the inertial dampeners to be a little less sharp. It just always feels like my game's lagging because of that. There's like a slight delay in actually flying, and then when you stop, it just stops a little bit too abruptly for me. And that's the end of that. Right, let's go grab some silicon, because we've completely run out of that. Bum ba bum bum bum. Thrusters. Oh, I can't wait for toolbar controls. Where was my silicon deposit? It's over there. That's the one. Running a little bit too hot then. Right, silicon hole. I've not really done much with you yet, because I've not actually had to drill an awful lot of it out yet. Actually, there should be enough space. Right, more silicons. Cameras, that's another thing I can't wait for. Cameras. I can put them in different places. Oh, yeah, because we picked up loads of iron, didn't we? Yeah. Yeah. Alright, well, we'll take that for now. We'll drop off some iron. Ooh. Can you just behave yourself? What are you doing? Oh, cool, invisible voxels again. Yep. Invisible rock. There you go, that's what I was smacking into. Didn't break anything, did it? That's something I need to fix, those invisible environmental things. Because it seems to be, a lot of the time, if you drill something like that out, and then reload your game, the damn thing will either reappear or it will appear invisible. That happened to me a few times now. So yeah, if you're ever flying around low to the ground and you bang into something invisible, chances are it's either a rock or a tree that you have removed at some stage that has decided to reappear. Or at least the model has decided to reappear. The textures might not have. You know what, we'll just park right over here. Yeah, tower's looking pretty good now. Ooh, that's a bit of a crap hill to land on. There we go, that'll do. Thrusters off. Let's take 1,000 of that. 1,000 of that. In fact, let's fill up on the rest of the silicon.
Low.
Yeah, that's a window that needed finishing. That needs nickel, doesn't it? Oh, we're going to get some of that at some point. Right, are all the windows on the ground floor done? Nope, it is not. Still haven't decided what I'm going to do with all of these rooms on this top floor. Kind of waiting for more decorative blocks. Potentially more functional block as well. You want to stop freaking out? No, you don't want to stop freaking out. Oh, covered up all the ports on my drills, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Oh, that drill's going a bit mad. I'll just use up the iron I've got for now. And hopefully we'll be able to get back into that silicon in a minute. What he's doing? What is he doing? Oh yay, double blueprinted again. Oh hey Aquil, how you doing, man? Yeah, I wish it wouldn't layer two blueprinted blocks over the top of each other. Very annoying when it does that. I'm going to have to come back and delete them all again in a minute. Oh yeah, decorative round blocks, that's what I'd like. All the iron? Right, can we rescue some of the silicon from the Badger? The drills are just freaking out. There we go. Right, some of it is going into there now. It's not freaking out quite as badly. Well, crazy drill. Yeah, the drills have some conveyor route issues when they get full. Stuff gets stuck in them or can't pass through it properly. And yeah, and then it starts to end up doing that glitchy flashing thing that you can see right there. And it's a bit annoying. Yeah, and the only real fix for it seems to be just to empty out your connected storage containers until there's enough room for the drills to finally push stuff out. Again, not quite sure why it's happening, but it's a bit annoying when it does. Are you not going to let me delete that blueprint from there? You're not, are you? I'll try and do that. It's all connected to that, isn't it? Let's just take them out. I'll put the windows back in separately. I do not want double-layered blueprints. They are annoying. Right, that side seems to be okay. Oh wait, it was this bit, wasn't it? No, doesn't seem to be double blueprinted on this side. Oh well, hopefully that's a bug that will get fixed at some point in the near future. Oh yeah, that bit there as well. Oh, out of iron. More iron. And there we go. We've shifted enough that the drill has stopped freaking out at last. Thank you. What are we up to? Here we are. We need to think about lighting at some point too. can actually illuminate the building. Right, is that all of them? That, oh, there's these. Wall sections. Big black scary Tower of Doom. Yeah, it's not too bad. Also, angled truss pieces. I think I mentioned this before. I really like angled truss sections. The sun's going down.
Inventory full.
What else needed doing? Oh, it's just that. Those last two there. Those ceilings, they all cost lots and lots and lots of stuff, don't they? And a little bit more of the stair set as I try and figure things out. Oh, hello, 88B23. You're chatting over on Twitch as well. Thank you. Give us a follow over there if you haven't already. I'm trying to get my Twitch channel monetized. Don't get much viewership over on Twitch, but every little helps. Oh, you have, yes. Awesome. Thank you very much, dude. That all done? Ah, there we go. Tell you what, I do like having these little detail blocks. Like the fact you can just tack things onto the side of stuff with them. They come in quite handy. Oh yeah, I was going to change that side, wasn't I? Yeah. That doesn't actually look as good. Where are they? There we go. That was the one I wanted to do. Cool. Oh, and that's why we need to fill the barriers in. What's that, 88? From your side of the rock, assumes Twitch has better stream quality. Yeah, cool, man. Whichever platform you prefer to watch it on. That's why I started doing this. That's why I set up the stream channel as well as the YouTube channel, just so people had other options. Some people prefer one. Some people prefer the other, and sometimes one service or another decides to have a hissy fit and crash out, so there's always the other as a backup. Right. That was alright. I'm eventually going to extend this down and dig out these panels here and have this set of stairs go further down, but for now, that's not too bad. Oh, that's a hole in the floor, and that's another hole in the floor. Now, do it. Should I even have that there? Make up my mind on that later on. What else do we need to do? We needed to build more barriers up here. That's what we need to do. There we go. That's the one. You know what? In fact, I'll walk up the stairs and do it. It'll be easier to place them as we go up. Nope. Just spin. Thank you. There we go. Oh, you know what, actually, I might just place them all going up and then come back down and weld them all so I'm not swapping toolbars every 10 seconds. There we go. There we go. That'll do. That's all we need. Right. Weld that up. Weld that up. Hello, Games with Kit. I can't weld through objects for reasons. There we go. Yeah, I also can't wait till there's some kind of music block, sound block in SE2, because some of those music tracks they've been releasing over the Christmas period for the SE2 music compilation are really, really good. I can't wait to have some of them actually in-game. There's a bunch of walls up here that need welding. They've got connection points. They have. And that's it for my iron again. Where's my ship? There it is. Come here, ship. More iron. Yeah, we're gonna have to go and grab more iron in a bit.
Inventory full.
Right, more silicon. Let's do some windows. So, we've done all the windows down on this floor, I think. Get some of these windows filled in. Oh yeah, and that catwalk block. That can get filled in. And so can that one. Windows, windows, windows. Did we do all the windows down there? We did, didn't we? What's that, DC? If you removed the hood, it looks like a horror game in this lighting. Yeah, it does. I really like the new lighting engine in SE2. It's quite good. It gets really, really dark. Right, they're all done. Are they all done? Yes. Yeah, they're done. I haven't put any windows in on that floor, although I am going to at some point. Let's put the hood back on so I can actually see what's going on. And that's the silicon. Missing materials. Oh, my kingdom for a block welder.
Inventory full.
My kingdom for a block welder. When you're inside the building. Yeah. When you've Yeah, with the tight little corridors and the dark shadows, it does kind of have, particularly in bits like this. Yeah. What's that? Games with Kit. Loving the look of the base so far. Was late getting here, but caught up watching part 1. You missed at 3 times speed. Did you catch one of the other stream though? Are you referring to the false start there, DC? When OBS had its little tantrum, shall we say. I really don't know why OBS does that sometimes. It'll just disconnect. And then it doesn't matter what you do, it will not reconnect. Even if you are still connected to the internet. Even if you disconnect and reconnect your internet, OBS will still not figure out that there is an active internet connection it can use. Then you just need to restart the whole smagging thing, and that kills your stream. And we've run out of the resources we need again. Right. Let's go and get more... Go get more silicon. Get the rest of these windows finished. It's... OBS is supposed to have failsafes, DC. It is supposed to automatically reconnect if it loses connection. But if it decides that it doesn't know there's a connection there, there's nothing it can do. It just ends up in a constant like attempting to reconnect cycle. And you just sit there shouting at it, going, "There is a connection. I'm looking at it. I can see my computer is connected to the internet, why can't you?" I don't know why it does it. So, the only other workaround I figured out is literally just restarting OBS. But, like I said, that kills your stream and you have to start again. Maybe there's a way of troubleshooting it, but I've not found a better solution for it. Why am I over here? I was going to get silicon. Getting distracted. Silicon we want. We want to do those windows. You watched the false start before. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. I set the stream up a few minutes beforehand, got everything ready to go, pressed the go button, and it all crashed. But since I've restarted, it seems to have been fine. Touch wood. Don't want to jinx myself again. Yeah, which angle are we coming in from? We're coming in from this angle. Yeah, probably would do with opening this pit up a little bit more. So, try and get all these windows finished. What time are we on? Hour and 20. That's not too bad. Plenty of time left on the stream. Where is the edge of this deposit? There it is. Okay, so it doesn't seem, this silicon deposit doesn't seem to be massive, but it might be deeper than it looks, hopefully. Oh, that's a point with a false start. I'm probably going to have to swap over the thumbnail and re-edit all that stuff, aren't I? What have we got? 7,000, nearly 8,000. Let's just fill up with as much as we can, eh? Try and dig this hole out a little bit in the process. Oop. Make this a little bit wider. A bit easier to operate. Ooh, what are you doing, ship? What are you doing, ship? Okay. Why have you decided to flip her over on me? Okay. That was nice of you. What are you doing, game? Really? Why has my ship flipped over on its roof? Awesome. God's sake, why have you done that? Take that off. Yeah, that was odd, Arkaville. Like, I could feel the ship pulling itself round to the side, and I was trying to fight it, and then it decided it wants to lie on its back. Yeah, let me weld the damn thruster, please. Right. Can we roll you back over now that we've got some thrust on the other side? What are you doing, ship? You're doing weird right, I'm reloading the game. It's doing weird stuff. Right, save. Reload. The game's doing... I don't think it's a weight thing, because it's only got half of what it's actually... It can usually carry about 20,000 kilos of iron, no issue. It's only got about 12,000 kilos of silicon in it. The controls were going weird. Like, the response on my mouse was all doing strange stuff, so I think it's just SE2 freaking out. Yeah, because it's only at 22,000. It's nowhere near. It can carry way more than that. Right. Let's bring you back down to the ground. Oh my god, space engineers, why have you spawned me in the floor? Right, SE2 is having one of those days. It just spawned me in the floor. And when it does that, it's an absolute nightmare to dig your way back out through the voxels. It's happened to me before. Oh, Arkville Clang is most certainly present in SE2. It is absolutely a thing in SE2. Just because we don't have the mechanical blocks yet, I've seen some stuff clang out. Particularly when it comes to pasting blueprints and things like that. Right, let's cut you off. Let's put you back the way you should be. Keen can say what they like. I have seen with my own eyes that Clang is in this game. I have experienced it. Let's also make it the right colour. And put it in the correct position. Yes. Right, are we going to fly properly this time, ship? Need to redo the thruster group now, don't I? Yeah, you can't... Annoyingly, you can't group things into pre-existing groups. I don't think, anyway. No, there's no way of adding things back into pre-existing groups as of yet. That's just copy and paste block settings. Select two all blocks to the group. Yeah, I want to add it to that group. I don't want to have to remake the whole group every damn time. But I'm gonna have to. So... ungroup all of the thrusters and start. Again, no, not the cargo container. Not all my atmospherics, that is. Thrusters, right, okay. Yeah, it seems to be flying normally now. Yeah, I think it was just SE2 doing weird stuff like it likes to do occasionally. Because yeah, as far as Clang in SE2 goes, that violent shaking you get when your drills are full, I don't think that's intended gameplay. I think that is a weird physics issue going on. Because if that whole camera shaking thing is intended gameplay, that is a horrible design choice. Right, thrusters off. Let's not waste any power unnecessarily.
Inventory full.
And a big handful of silicon. Right, more windows. Oh yeah, speaking of, I need to rebuild those windows that decided to do weird things. So, there we go. That's the one I want. Lovely. $240 kilos for a window. That does still seem quite expensive. Ship. Silicon. Oh yeah, I've got no boost because I wasted all my hydrant.
Foam.
Yeah, suit lady. Suit lady always complains, she never says anything positive. All them, that's all them. One more line down here. And that's most of that tower section done. Or at least on the outside anyway. I need to figure out what else I'm doing with the interiors, because you really can go mad on greebling in SE2. And just
Inventory full.
greeble forever and a day. Yeah, I've got a few ideas for what I might do under there. Those are different colours of paint. Why are they different colours of paint? Have I painted stuff the wrong shade of black? Have I gone with... I've coloured some stuff dark grey for some reason, rather than black. I've made that mistake in loads of other places. Yep, there we go. That seems okay. Right, back to the windows. We'll try and finish off that tower at the top. Well, there's a hell of a lot of silicon that goes into those windows. Right, they're all done. Oh, got this whole backside here that I forgot about. Oh, what's that? Arkville Keen would say otherwise. Yeah, they would say otherwise, but I have seen the clang with my own eyes. I've experienced it.
Inventory full.
I've seen it in this stream series. What are we looking for? That's what we were looking for. A few more months and I might be able to build some robots in this game, hopefully. Little block I missed. Right, so I'll weld all the windows up properly in a bit. I want to get more of the structure in. I'm going to need some more. Actually, no, I don't need iron to place stuff. Right, what can we do? The roof of this building. What would we do? Alright, thinking maybe... Maybe something like that. Get that block the right way around, thank you. That should fit nicely. Regrettably. Block the right way around. Triangle block, where have you gone? There you are. It looks like it's lined up properly. Oh, off my microphone. No, let's see if that sounds working okay. Yeah, so potentially have something like that, and then what have we got options for building towers? Again, this is why I'd like some round blocks at some point, other than just the pillars, because the pillars are good, but I'd like something a little bit bigger at some points. Right, where's the middle of here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's the center there, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so that's the center. And this block is all wide. At the middle of there. One, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Yeah, that's the middle of that. Okay. That's centered. Yeah, we can have like a little sort of makeshift antenna type thing up here until we get some better antenna blocks, because we've only got that teeny weeny tiny little antenna at the minute, haven't we? Yeah. And annoyingly, it's 1 block wide, so it makes it difficult to make a nice centered antenna block. Annoying. What else could we do? Need more decorative blocks for tweaking and tinkering around with. I do. There are walls. See, there's nothing really I haven't already got on the toolbar. I might. Well, I've not got them on here yet. Apparently, I've not put this. They're in the lighting group. Oh, they're in the lighting group, aren't they? Yes, they are. Might whack a bunch of spotlights up here, because eventually I'm gonna have like some kind of like flashing light beacon type thing on top of this tower. So I might just do that for the moment. Yeah, where have my antenna blocks gone? Oh, I wish that could sit in the middle. That is where it goes then. Irons then. I'm going to need to go and get some more iron, aren't I? Yeah, right. We'll use the rest of this silicon we've got here, welding up as much as we can at the top of that tower, and then we'll go and get more iron. $640 per panel. That is a lot of silicon. That's like weld 3 windows and then you're done. Yeah, look at my inventory space, just empty. Yeah, I think the resource requirements need a little bit of a balance.
Inventory full.
It's just so much. Where are we up to? That one. Oh yeah, I painted them the wrong colour, that's why it's hard to tell. White. Ooh, wrong button. Heat them up before we start welding. Hopefully they'll weld into the right colours. There we go, that's better. And we're out. That was silicon again. Oh, we are really out of silicon again. Ugh, that didn't last very long at all. Right, I'm going to grab more iron. Wait for the sun to come back up and hopefully not have the ship freak out again. Right, iron. And we're on 1:43. Right, about 15 minutes. I'm going to have a little bio break and go grab another cup of tea. What I've got left of my cup of tea is now cold. It's kind of difficult to tell where the stone begins and the iron ends when everything's glowing orange. I think we might be coming to the end of this iron vein, or node, or deposit, whatever you want to call it. Just a little bit buried in the walls. Right. This iron deposit's nearly run out. But gotta find another one. We get some decent results somewhere. Yeah, you say you're full, but I know you're not. I can fit more iron there. Just starts freaking out and doing weird stuff. Occasionally. Yeah, there we go. Weird screen shake. No, dear so. I'm just spitting out iron ore. Your drills don't know what to do with the inventory. Okay. Yeah, eventually I do want to build some kind of launch bay in this eye here. I have this tower in the middle. Probably going to have a landing pad or like a runway strip with some larger ships about there. Yeah, I've got a whole bunch of ideas. Need easier ways to facilitate them. Doing all the hand welding takes a very long time. Batteries on 62. That's not too bad. There. You know what? Just turn you off, can't I, actually? Still getting there? Yeah, I can still get in there. I'll just turn you off. Actually, way easier doing it that way. Right. Let's have a look at this roof. Some of these bits in. I would like to know how the math worked out that a half light armor block isn't half the resources of a full light armor block. Not quite sure how that works out. They're all physical objects. We'll weld this up. I need silicon for the lights. No, they're just iron. Cool. Yeah, as soon as I can start programming lights and stuff, I can have these blinking in sequence. For now, I can just set them up with colours and stuff, but
Inventory full.
I'll wait till we get more lighting options. Welded. That needs... Oh, I've got silicon. Groovy. Right. Okay, now I need to just figure out what I'm doing with the inside of the building. Any other essential stuff that I need to weld? No, it was all massive armor blocks. I need to get the windows finished off. Oh, let's just dump a load of iron into this. No, it's probably going to rinse through it very quickly. Oh, hello, Jonathan. I could see it from a real-world perspective of there being some waste in production, but I have no idea from a game design perspective. You're referring to the weight discrepancies. Yeah, right. More iron. Oh, I can't wait for block welders.
Inventory full.
Block welders will make such a difference. Do, 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 do. difference. They will make a difference. Oh, there's still like another 8,000 in there. That's fine. I thought we'd rinsed through all that already. Cool. Yeah. Yeah, I can't wait for them to do a little bit of a balance pass, hopefully, on some of the resource requirements, because it's so daft, like, how much it requires to build stuff. Bit too much. See, I only welded about 4 or 5 of them, and they're gone already. Either that, or let me increase my inventory size. There we go, that's done. Nope, don't freak out, Ben. Let's do a bit of third person. A bit claustrophobic always being in first person. Ah, run out of iron again. And we've actually finally run out of iron. Cool, I'm sure that said 8,000 before. Maybe the inventory was bugged. What's that, Jonathan? I think that's where the complaint about ore deposits come from. The ore deposits are big enough, but the blocks are so expensive. Yeah, the ore deposits themselves seem fine, like, in terms of size and, like, quantity of stuff you get out of them, but the blocks are so damn expensive. Like, it's literally over a ton for a single, full, large iron block. That seems massively, like, expensive. Even half of that seems a bit daft. Yeah, this iron ore deposit has nearly run out. Cool, I'm now gonna have to go and look for another one. I think I'm marked for another one. Just make sure I've got everything out of this one first. Line left in the ceiling. Yeah, that's how you can tell when it's starting to get really thin on the ground, because your ore deposit markers start multiplying into tiny little sections. Not just one big blob of resources anymore. What's that, Jonathan? At least it's incentivized to build catwalks. Yeah. Yeah, it's a habit I'm trying to get out of, is just building all of the floors out of full armor blocks when you don't really need to in this. especially compared to SE1. I wish there was a better block for building floors out of. Like, the catwalks are cool for doing outdoor stuff, but sometimes I want a solid floor. So I do hope we get some flooring panels eventually. Right, I think this iron deposit is dead. I think we've done it all now. A few crumbs left in the wall. There's a whole bunch of invisible voxels apparently. Or iron that doesn't appear to have an iron texture. Probably more likely invisible voxels. You know what? We'll call that iron deposit finished. Oh, there's a whole bunch of it on the floor. Oop, what am I doing? Yeah, we don't have sorters or ejectors, but the drills can spit out iron when they decide to have a tantrum. Interesting. A little bit left in the floor. Let's grab that. Also, Jonathan, we need a dedicated full floor wall, if that's the case. That could be an interesting difference between SE1 and 2. Armor blocks will be so expensive they're reserved for armor. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the way I'm feeling about the armor blocks at the moment, is don't build them unless you need something armoured up and protected. So yeah, I'd rather not build all of my stuff out of armor blocks. I'd rather have like these wall sections that we've got now. I like that idea of having different shapes and sizes of wall pieces, rather than having to make a wall that's either 2.5 meters thick or 1.25 meters thick, depending whether you're using full blocks or half blocks, like you do in SE1. I mean, we do have some walls and windows in SE1, but a lot of the time you just end up building out full blocks. Right, what are we on? 2 hours, almost to the dot. Right. I'm going to land this and recharge it, because it's on 52% now. And I'm going to have a quick break and go and get a cup of tea. And then, hopefully finish off that tower. I want to put some lights on it and make it glow in the dark. Well, not glow in the dark, but I want to light it up a bit. Need some illumination. Where are we? There we are. You're gonna do the docking bug on me, aren't you, as well? So I'm gonna have to reload the game anyway. Lockdown? Hey! You locked down properly that time, thank you. Oh, lots of white batteries. You on charge. Let them charge up for a minute. Right, I'm going to go and quickly grab a cup of tea, so I will leave you with that view for the moment, and I'll be back in a couple of minutes, and we'll carry on building that tower, so don't go anywhere, I'll be back very soon. Right, I am back. Fresh cup of tea in hand. Ooh, what the hell's going on there? That's quite weird, Becky. Yeah, no clang in FC2. I beg to differ. That grid is shaking, freaking out, and doing weird stuff. It also doesn't help that I turn the grid off, or turn the batteries off. Yeah, it's doing that connector bug again. I have to reload the game again. Yeah, we'll reload the game again. Yes. Right, I need to come up with some ideas for interior lighting.